Welcome to your daily 49ers update. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. Here is what's happening. Many people on our network have called this game tomorrow a must-win game for the 49ers. Nick Bosa was asked that question yesterday.
It's a lot of pressure. It's not a must-win because I'm stealing Kyle's team meeting thing because technically your season's over if it's a must-win. But it definitely feels like it, so we're treating it that way.
The good news is that multiple players, multiple leaders on the 49ers have agreed with Nick Bosa. It seems like they understand the magnitude of this game on the 2024 season. And of course, if they are going to win, one of the things they're going to have to do is protect the football. That is something Brock Purdy did not do the last time he played a Mike McDonald defense. Of course, that was against the Ravens on Christmas last season. So, Brock, how similar is what the Seahawks are doing this year to what Baltimore did against you last season?
The scheme is pretty similar, and how they call the plays and stuff looks similar. Obviously, the personnel and everything is different, and so we just got to know, obviously which guys to look out for in certain situations. But yeah, the scheme is very similar.
Look back on that game against the Ravens. This didn't go the way you wanted it to. So how do you just look back on that game?
Yeah, I mean, we've watched it a bunch just in terms of like what we're trying to do, what their scheme was against our offense and our scheme, and so watching it, obviously, I'm watching how the game went and the decisions that I made and stuff, and obviously like learning from it. But more than anything, just when I do get in those situations again, like handling everything in the right way in terms of getting to my answer and taking what the defense gives me and those kinds of things. So it's been really good watching, but at the same time, like I said, we're playing a whole new personnel and the Seahawks, and so should be a little bit different in that regard, just playing different players. But when it comes to scheme versus scheme, it was good to watch the game last year against Baltimore.
Let's hope this game goes a lot better than that game did on Christmas. Otherwise, the 49ers 2024 playoff hopes will be all but dead. Now, let's get to the injury report. Some significant names on there. Talanoa Hufanga, Demetrius Flanagan-Foles, Jake Moody, of course, and Jordan Elliott did not practice yesterday. Mooney Ward, Chris Conley, George Kittle, Fred Warner, and Jair Brown were all limited with various ailments. One more piece of housekeeping. The 49ers have their new kicker. Hello, Matthew Wright. He made 85% of his field goals so far in his NFL career, including 23 of 24 from under 40 yards. He played for the Panthers last year in just one game and missed his only kick. So technically, he has not made a field goal in the NFL since 2022. Let's not have it come down to Matthew Wright on Thursday night, please. We always give you one thing to read, one thing to watch, and one thing you might have missed. One thing to read on this Wednesday, Tim Kawakami's scapegoat list. He hasn't done this in a while because, let's be honest, things have been pretty good for the 49ers for a long time. But now that things are a little dicey, Tim has a list of who will get the most blame if the season goes completely off the rails for the 49ers. If you want to read it, click the link in the description of this episode. One thing to watch, injured reserve. The 49ers have two more names that they are debating putting on the list. That would be, of course, Jake Moody, who has the high ankle sprain, and Talanoa Hufanga, who has torn multiple ligaments in his wrist. They have to decide, are they going to keep them out for the 4 games, or is there a chance they could return before that? One thing you may have missed, the Jets fired Robert Saleh yesterday. I'm sure you saw that news. What you may not have seen was Kyle Shanahan's reaction to it when he was asked in his press conference.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked. That stuff throws you off, especially I think they're competing for first in the division this week, and I think they're up there on defense and got a pretty good team and a chance to have a hell of a year. So that was pretty surprising.
Same old Jets. That's a wrap on today's 49ers in 5. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Podcast Network. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Click the bell so you'll get notified when we're live, which is every single weekday and after every single 49ers game for you. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, everybody. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk later today.